crush these vows that you made, even a vow of poverty, until you crush these vows, they are living in your lives and stopping you from going further. See, we all of us made vow. See, see the vows we all made is playing out on the big stage. Why that was so hard to say? I don't know. While we get to protest and speak our minds, are we help? Are we helping that little girl or boy on the inside of us heal? Because let's be honest, are we really helping that little girl or little boy on the inside of us heal? And I love it when I make mistakes. You know why I love it when I make mistakes? Because it shows that I'm human. I'm not a computer. And I have empathy and I have feelings and I'm here. That's your shoot. That is your true shadow. That little girl and that little boy that you have hidden in the basement, and you have all that wood planked on there, and you like, no, no, no. And then one day you just find yourself crying, and you don't know why you're crying. You find yourself angry, and you don't know why you're angry. You find yourself about to blow up, and you don't know why you're blowing up. It's that little girl and that little boy inside. And it's also generational, and yeah, it is in there. It's ancestral. It is in there. Because that little girl or boy grew up with people that knew your ancestors before you did. So it's all of that. It's everything. I'm being commissioned to aid in the process by sharing how I overcame everything meant to keep me from coming into my true identity. I had to believe in myself and God. See, God is on the inside of me, but I had to find me first. Why do I feel that way? Why is it triggering me? Why does it make me feel like that? Because that person said that. Is it me or is it them? Then I had to say, wait a minute, it could be. They just saying stuff. Maybe I got eggshells in here and they just cracked one and I'm over here tripping. You see what I'm saying? But I had to find me before I could even talk to God. Why? Because God is in my heart. God was talking to me, but I couldn't hear God. See, I had to find me and listen to my inner voice so I could hear God. I was hearing him, but not at the level that I'm hearing him now. We're taught that God is on the outside of us in the great by and by, but God is on the inside of us waiting to be tagged into our battles. Ephesians 6 and 2 Corinthians 10 and 5 says this. We're fighting principalities, rulers of the darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. Excuse me, confirmation, but this is when negative thinking has gone on for so long that it's the norm of society and how the Bible would say the multitude. Let's break it down even further. We are a spirit being first. So the spiritual wickedness in high place, all of that, that is in the spirit realm. It's not over here in this realm. So you arguing with someone, but you're doing with principalities. Spiritual wickedness in high places, that's what you're dealing with. And you fussing with a person, but you don't understand that we're spirits first. We're spirit beings first. Living in a body. Because you can't be in this realm, this 3D without a body. And we have a soul. We have an oversoul. You see what I'm saying? And so because of that, you're not fighting a person. You're fighting a spirit. Again, Ephesians 6 and 2 Corinthians 10. Look at both of them. You see what I'm talking about. This is why every ascended master, Jesus, Buddha, Hecate, Kalima, call them all out, Krishna, call them all out. All of them had to fight against this. The mindsets of us that complain don't want to do the work or don't know how to do the work, and it causes a dip in morale because we can't get out because it's ancestral and generational. The reason why I said call them all out, because once you call them all out, you see it's been a battle for a long time. A long time. 26,000 years, and we're at the 26,000 year mark. And they know it. And they know time is running out. Why you think everything is so much heavier? So to get out, it requires one to get uncomfortable, past a plateau of complacency, or this is how we've always done it. Because it's easier to just let somebody think for you. But that's why we have a brain and 2 ears and a mouth. To speak up for yourself, think for yourself, Listen to what they saying, and if you don't like it, you can say, eh. That's what spiritual law says you can do. Eh. And because you are worthy and you're born of a womb of a woman, you get to say, eh, I don't like that. And once you say that, oh, buddy, roll. The whole universe gets involved. You only need one person to say, eh. Just like we have all the Asian groups. But if you call one of the Asian groups another, they ready to fight. Why? Colonization and imperialism said that. Okay. Then you look at the Latinos and the Spanish. Calls one of them somebody else, they ready to fight you. Why? Same thing. Then you get the FBAs, Al Capone, and the African diaspora together because they told us to hate each other. Because everybody was told to stay away from the FBAs. You come to this country, you say, stay away from the FBAs. Why? Because we know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We've been the red-headed stepchild since the beginning. Because we are been here since the beginning. And our name has changed 450 million times just so we don't get our birthright. So people say we don't have a culture, but we do. You know how I know we have a culture? Look at everybody else. Look how they wear their hats. Look how they wear their pants. Look how they wear their jerseys. Look how they dance. That's our culture. But you say we don't have a culture. But you running over here to be us. Okay. FBAs, listen to this. FBAs had to live with and find ways to live while fighting. We were basically Nehemiah. We are fighting and living at the same time. And you wonder why FBAs have high blood pressure, high heart attack, and all of this stuff. We are fighting and living at the same time. And everybody thinks it is okay. Every group that comes to America thinks it is okay. And because somehow of the classism, we are the lowest one on the bottom. And we're told that we are disenfranchised, the minority, but we're not. We are the FBAs. We are the foundation of America. And everybody knows it. And that's why, because if you read the Bible, it says the Jews was the most hated by everyone. Well, don't nobody fit that but us. All right. So we're taught to fight because, but then the other ones weren't taught to fight. They was taught to let their leaders fight for them. So because you never fought before, your leaders keep things quiet in documents that's never been seen. So you don't know. People, when we've been here, it's been so in our face that we had to fight and work through it. Just saying. There are some freebies and a link from my podcast with the women's leveling up recently in the month of May. And then there was 3 magazines. It was so good being there. It was 3 magazines I've been carried in September, October, and December. Look at the description below to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Remember to place the new link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father, Understanding True Intimacy. No matter what your background is, because it don't matter. God don't care nothing about your background. God know you. Page 86. Be still and know that I am God. Don't be tossed forward and backward by what others say. Whose report are you going to believe? Whose report will you believe? We shall believe the report of the Lord. Paul Wilbur. Choose this day and follow that voice. Okay, just like Jeremiah said, whose report are you going to believe? And I have 2 other books, Befriending the Shadow, Unshakable Peace, Unstoppable Change. Both of those books are shadow activity books to show you how you can release